Friday, May 17, 2024. I'm down in Sussex, West Sussex, Arundel here, home of the Duke of Norfolk. About to undertake 10 miles to Goring-by-Sea. Some of this walk I will have done before under SWC 100, which is a circular walk, but today it's a linear, pretty low level one as well. I think the maximum height's about 270 foot. So there's the downs awaiting us in the distance. Got a cracking day, which is partly why I'm down this part of the country. Temperature's about 17 at the minute, very slight breeze, which is ideal. And as you can hear in the background, the bird song is already underway with that blackcap. So let's get cracking. It's about 12:15 now. Hoping to finish around 4 hours time approx. So let's see what awaits. So coming out the station, taking the pedestrian path towards Arundel Castle there, which I've filmed on many an occasion. As I say, the first few miles is familiar terrain alongside the River Arun. And there's the old cathedral. Just left the main road now, doing a right onto this footpath. Castle on my left. And following this brick wall stroke fence. Now meeting the River Arun and following the Monarch's Way. Google that for more information. The longest inland path in England, apparently. Still quite mucky underfoot following recent rain. The beasts are out, as you'd expect. Don't think I'll be encountering too many of them today though. These are currently behind a fence. The cathedral and the castle together. Not quite sure what the middle spire is, or tower. Arundel Park over there, I believe. A number of walks pass through that area, but today we passed through the other half of the Norfolk Estate, Angmering Park. Lovely aroma as this river slowly goes out to sea, I believe. Plenty of buttercups bordering the path. And over on my left, in amongst the reeds, I think it's a sedge warbler that I'm hearing as opposed to the reed. Not sure, might be the reed actually. See, that's a pastime that's crept in since COVID really. Never used to see people paddleboarding as much as they are now. Seems like a good way of exploring the countryside. Certainly something I would consider if I was a bit younger. Talking of which, just celebrated my birthday this week. An unusual one in it being my Bedian birthday. I won't explain that, but there you go. Probably why I like the spring. And my bird nerd app tells me that that song is from the reed bunting. Flags there, and there's more of those. Could get bird nerd out, but I've got no signal now. I think they're reed warblers in this section. Just about to cross the railway line now. Now in the hamlet of Warning Camp, following this minor road towards Wepham and Burpham. And it's no May, as I said before, and yet everybody seems to be at it. Idiots. Still following the Monarch's Way into Angmering Park Estate. Coming out of the wooded section, which is quite busy with people, unfortunately, not like last week. Now entering a valley. So the SWC 100 route, which is the one I couldn't remember earlier, goes up that hill there. That's a circular, Arundel circular. But we continue along the valley floor here, where there are more people ahead of me, annoyingly. That's why I prefer Thursdays, but yesterday was a rain stop play day. And there you go. Another cuckoo. 3 walks, 3 cuckoos. Wonderful. So they do seem to be on the increase again, because there were a couple of years where I didn't hear any. Must have been COVID. The quiescence of COVID has led to their return. There can be cattle in that field that I've just left. Thankfully none today, mind. But certainly plenty of evidence on the ground. At this juncture, still following the Monarch Way up into the woods now. Finger post on my right. Continuing on straight here into Wepham Wood. Glorious. Plenty of bird song. Wonderful. Cross over the estate road here, past that little parking area, leaving the Monarch Way now. Wonderful bit of mixed woodland walking here. Beach on my right. Some what is that? Looks like you. No, it's not. It's Norway. Christmas tree, isn't it? So we've got the interestingly named Gibbet Peace on my right, the woodland, and Lower Wepham Wood on my left. Just past Angmering Park cottages, we take the finger post, clearly marking right. Lots of tree work going on here. The old chiff chaff in the background, and a greater spotted woodpecker somewhere drumming against the tree. Well, you can just make out the sea over there. 6 kilometres away apparently. So 4.5 miles. Says a lot about this zoom. Our onward journey left here along a grassy path, passing a security gate there and continuing along this hedge beside a cereal field into what looks like more woodland. Wonderful. Good to see. Bird feeder there as we enter this woodland. Selden Fields per the map. Lots of timber work going on at the moment. This beech, hardwood it seems that they're cutting. Wonderful down here. I can just hear the hum of the busy A road, mind you. About 1.5 miles now to Patchin, where I plan on having my lunch at the church. So leaving the woodland now of Angmering Park Estate, and that last half mile or so was quite mucky underfoot. It is a bridleway, mind. That may explain why. And you can just see the spire there of my lunchtime stop. Follow this path now down to the church, through fields of barley. Quote Sting. Wonderful, eh? Sun's gone in for a little while, but still very pleasant. Just to the left of the spire in the distance, you can see that monstrosity of a wind farm. Massive, 75 kilometres square I believe. Such a waste, because it's only short term. I read that they've now worked out how to transform ammonia into a fuel for engines. So, you know, there's an example of things changing all the time that are less detrimental to the environment. I think it's Toyota that have worked that one out. But having said that, the ammonia from the chickens down in South Wales is giving off gases that are dangerous to humans. So well done Toyota if they have managed to do that without making the emission dangerous. We've now reached Patchin Farm. St John the Divine. That was not its original name. So if you Google St John the Divine Patchin, you'll find the history of this place, which is quite interesting. And there's a couple of seats immediately in front of me. A bit shady though. Yeah, unfortunately it's 2:20 in the afternoon and the place is locked up. So that's not good. Yeah, but it's interesting inside as well. Certainly got a good entrance gate. Interesting. And what's that up there? Yeah. Is that the date of it? 11/12. No idea. So there she blows. Nice and tranquil position. No seat in the sun, unfortunately. Oh well. So 2:30, I'll take this pew. Excuse the rhyme. Dedicated to Bill and V. Burgess, 1985. God rest their souls. Semi-shaded, so it'll suffice. Think of worse places to have my lunch. Coming up 3:15, lunch has been had. Another interesting inscription here on the seat outside the church. Yeah, pleasant enough place. Now on into the village of Patching. And I wonder if these are holiday cottages. Chaffinch in the background, which I sometimes confuse with the nuthatch and garden warbler. Now walking down the street, as it's called, interestingly named Norfolk Cottage there, harking back to its thatched roof probably. Buses to Worthing and Horsham here. As I leave the street to go down Cold Harbour Lane, onward journey's clear as we leave Patching. Yeah, some big old beasts up there on the hill. Patching Pond over there on my left, and a load of goats. It looks like they're temporary and have been employed to clear the vegetation. The large garden of the World's End pub. This is the recommended lunchtime stop. Opposite the pub you'll find this lane with its gate about 50 yards on, and we're now about to go under the busy A27. Take a left here up this incline. There is, however, a crossing of the busy A280 here. Now entering Highdown Copse. And throughout there's been some muddy patches through this walk, on this walk. Certainly not one you want to be doing in the winter months. Now reached Highdown Hill, which is 175 foot up per my altimeter. So you then emerge into open country with views over there as far afield as the Seven Sisters. In the haze. Cuckmere, New Haven, etc. Pretty good viewpoint this. Certainly not one that I've had before. Shingle beach at Goring, ahead of me. So this is the Iron Age fort. Well, here's the trig point at Highdown Hill, which I make 175 feet up. Highdown Hill, not Highover. Views to the west. And then to the south. Quite hazy now, as you can see. There's the old rail line. National Trust information board here about Highdown Hill. Bronze Age, Iron Age, Roman, Anglo-Saxon occupation. Google that for more info. The Miller's Tale, John Oliver, 1709 to 93. His tomb is here. Voila. Interesting place to be buried. Obviously it was very different when he was buried. Some seats up here as well. It's getting a bit more urban now. No metal detecting. So I've now reached Highdown Gardens, which you can Google for information or read the online notes to this walk, which I don't think I've mentioned yet. swcwalks295. Yeah, created by Sir Frederick and Lady Sybil Stern. Amazing. Don't think I'll bother going round. Have a quick gander though. Amazing. Visitor centre's closed. Wonderful orchard. All maintained by volunteers. Brilliant. Toilet block over there for those that need it. Not particularly native though. This is now the Highdown pub. Didn't used to be that, if you Google it again. Tea room next door as well. I was contemplating stopping here myself, but at 4:30 it's too early for my birthday treat. So into Goring it is. Seems like a very pleasant place to while away the afternoon. Lovely garden at the front here. tea room's actually closed now anyway, so I was too late for that. Pub food pretty much all day. So I'm following the main route, 34 of the text, into Goring, through this recreation ground. Another busy road crossing there as I enter Ferrin Lane, now next to the railway line. Goring station, 600 yards hence. The view whence I've come. And some further low downland views here. Worthing over that way. So here is Goring-by-Sea station, but I'm going to have a little nosy down a bit further. I'll be in 5 on the button, and I've just missed a train anyway. Right, fed and watered now, and about 6:45. I've got no idea how many miles I've done today, because my mileometer got turned off at lunch and I forgot to turn it back on again. So I'm going to go by the official mileage, 10 miles, and I started at 12:15ish. So yeah, around 5 hours. Hang on, what was the time I finished? About 5:15. Yeah, about 5 hours. Very good walk that. Some low-level South Downs, parts of which I haven't done before. In fact, most of it, only the beginning, was familiar terrain. So yeah, good day's walking. Weather was excellent. Well, not bad, very good. So I can't grumble. And fed at the end, which is unusual for me as well. So another year moves on. Okay, so that's SWC295 complete. Till the next time.